Invincible.
Part of the Raptors destroying that day.
But the reason I say Raptors should clean house is because if you sign Tucker and Ibaka, you're stuck with them for what, the next 5 years? Or are you gonna win a championship with those two?
Not Tucker, but
I didn't say Tucker.
I said
This guy say Tucker.
I'm just saying, next 5 years, do you see them
I'm
winning
just
a
saying
championship
they're gonna
with those
sign
two?
Tucker to a minimum or 1-year contract. But Ibaka,
I don't think Tucker
Would he take a minimum?
Tucker would not
Who
be
knows?
okay with
We'll
that.
see.
Tucker would not be okay with that because Tucker doesn't. He's the type of guy he doesn't like to waste his time. So it's either you want him to stay here or tell him to get out. He's not gonna.
I think the biggest thing the Raptors have to figure out, though, is they've got to figure out who are they. They need an identity. Once they know, do they want to be a running gun? Do they want to be this? Do they want to post game? They got to figure that out.
What I
they're
think,
like the old school basketball team, though.
Yeah.
The thing with the Raptors, I think people put too much pressure on them because what they should do is like Boston. Boston could have gotten Paul George.
Or Gordon Hayward,
But they decided to just wait because they know you're not, unless you know what you're getting is gonna be Cleveland. Don't waste your time. Just amass as many picks
but that's what surprises me.
and just wait.
Yeah, that's what surprises me.
Toronto should just wait.
Is that in comparison to Celtics, Raptors are better on paper. They look better on paper than the Boston Celtics. My opinion. I'm just saying they could have.
But that's why
they should have done more.
That's why this is the time to clean house because you're not going to be Cleveland. So if there is a time to start cleaning house and starting from scratch, it's now.
Raptors,
who? Okay. Who are the pieces then? What do you? Obviously, you have DeRozan. Do you just build around him, or do you get rid of Valanciunas? Because I think Valanciunas needs to go, and he needs to go. You need
to do what Boston did. Just go with fresh legs, young people all the way.
Okay, so who though? Like what? Like you have to have a build. Who are you building around?
Just
because you can't get rid of everybody.
You have to build around DeRozan because you just signed him.
So are you getting rid of everybody?
Yeah, and get a bunch of picks. Boom, 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 or a bunch of young people.
So you're going like just tearing it completely down?
And also,
I don't know about that.
Also, get rid of a coach. He's a great coach. Don't get me wrong. But in this league,
are you talking about Casey?
Casey.
Oh my God!
Hold up.
Take that back.
Hold up.
We'll edit this out.
Yeah.
Sorry, Casey.
In this league, in this era, you're not gonna win with ISO basketball.
Or Dwane Casey.
You're not gonna win with ISO basketball.
Or Dwane Casey.
Yeah.
He in the weird part of the game.
So why are you disagreeing with me when I said get rid of him then?
You said he's one of the greatest coaches.
No, I said he's a great coach. Don't get me wrong, but get rid of him.
He's not a good
He has to be great.
You know
he
what?
Has to be great.
How can you be great?
You can't take it away from Dwane Casey. He's a good coach. He needs the right team. I don't think that was the right team for him to work his scheme.
Magic.
It's not.
But he is a great coach because he has the best record that any Raptors coach has ever had.
I know, but the Raptors only been in the league 20 years.
Yeah,
years.
But don't forget, Raptors have had coaches that were coaches of the year.
I just think when DeRozan is cold, like he was in one of those games, like I think it was game 4, he went really cold and he was still playing, and then your hottest player, Valanciunas, was on the bench. That was like a weird decision to me. Wasn't that weird for you? When DeRozan was ice cold that game, and he played more minutes than JV, who was like 6 for 6 at the time.
Because you need DeRozan, right? So he was probably just trying to get the fire under him.
Yeah, but at all. Then when he sat DeRozan, he got heat for sitting him in 2.
Who?
For sitting DeRozan, he sat DeRozan at the end of a game, and he got heat
Which
for that
brings
too.
to my point that he's just like he's a weirdo.
Is he though, or is it a hard thing? He's in a very hard media. It's not a media friendly area.
He has the toughest job in the world, like Tyronn.
No,
right?
Maybe not the toughest, but you know what I mean.
Just
the
kidding.
media
I'm being
just
sarcastic.
is on them, right?
The thing with sports,
yeah,
you're better off going down with your star than going down because your star wasn't playing.
Also in the media, I think there's kind of a prejudice towards the Raptors because they're the only Canadian team, so the NBA makes it a bit tougher on them. With the ref calls, for example, it's a great example.
Ref challenge.
There's a lot of that going around.
Challenge.
There's a lot of that speculation going around about how, like, just because they're the only Canadian team, let's make it like they'll never make the finals. Let's just make it hard for them.
Make sure you watch our refs challenge video. We went into that
for sure. We went into big detail.
But yeah.
But yeah.
I think the biggest thing, it's true. This time around, if they go your route and just blow it up, or they tweak, doesn't matter how they really do it, this time they really have to sit down and figure it out. Who are the Raptors? What are they? And they've got to figure out an identity, because that's the most important thing. I agree with you that Dwane Casey, he's a good coach. He is. He just needs the right type of people, but like he didn't have an identity with that team. He didn't know what they were.
Casey.
Okay, what were
Casey's identity is
what were
defense. Defense and grit. Every time they lost, it was always about defense. Even if they were not shooting well.
Well, the grit wasn't there.
Even if they were not shooting well.
So you take it out on the GM then?
No,
because the grit wasn't there then.
The grit wasn't there.
Well,
where was the grit?
They brought some grit with Tucker.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Ibaka has some grit.
Oh, I get it. Those two, definitely. But everyone else.
Lowry has some grit.
I mean, everyone else that was there.
Lowry has grit.
I'm talking about.
Okay, where was the grit then?
Listen,
they weren't listening to him anymore then, because where was the grit? Where was that grit?
He needs to go.
I'm talking about post presence. There's no real grit. Like Valanciunas is soft.
He's a very soft.
Total, probably soft. Jared Sullinger, stay off the snacks. You know, like, jeez, man. Like,
honestly, Valanciunas is one thing. He's got to go.
Yeah.
Basically,
the value is now on Valanciunas.
Basically, there's only one team in the East that have enough resources to even challenge the Cavs, and that's Boston Celtics, because they already have young stars. They have the Nets first round pick, right? So they might get the first pick in the draft.
And I'll throw out, they have the money.
And
if they wanted this year, they could go out and get Paul George and Hayward. They could actually fit them under the cap if they wanted. And if they did that, woo,
there you go.
That's the competition.
And if Boogie decides to get out of New Orleans, they could go and get Boogie.
They can do a lot. Yeah. They have a lot of money.
But we'll talk about other teams on next segments here at Under Review.
We are the North, though.
We are the North. Get rid of Casey.
Hater.
Take care.
Here we go.